and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer-producer Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have.
I can't believe Brent Barry's here. How'd you get him?
And told him that you were going to come in.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sushi. And told him you were going to join us.
Wow. Four of the greats. I'm so delighted to be here.
Hey, Dave.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. Ron James said he has so many different wrinkles. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. He'll run something you've never seen before. But Stevens said, honest to God, I've stolen everything we've ever done from somebody else. Kevin?
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, D.A. In watching Jaylen Brown, sometimes, Billy looks like a future star. Other times, he struck. Now, he's only a couple years into this league, and I get that, but what do you think he needs to do to gain more consistency with his game?
I'm actually a huge Jaylen Brown fan. The last 4 months of the season, he became a really good two-way player. And I think the model for him potentially is Paul George, because he had a lot of the same checkpoints that Paul George did.
Great comparison.
Paul George is somebody that the first couple years of his career didn't go to the line very much, which I always like to look at to see, especially with a forward, if they're going to actually become a real scorer, you want those free throw attempts to be kind of in the 7, 8, 9 range. Jaylen Brown doesn't get to the line. But Paul George didn't either. And I think he's such a good athlete. He's a really smart basketball player. And I think he plays hard. I think that was a weird situation that he was in last year. And he was one of the only ones that got better as the year went on.
He plays hard. You saw something in his eye. I don't think you like coming off the bench.
He didn't. I think he's really good.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
Now, here's Walker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Walker against Bledsoe. Pass to Middleton. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Second shot opportunity. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Brown kicks to Tatum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, you got to really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
And that one falls for Tatum. And Gordon Hayward, obviously a tremendous performer. Bill, where do you rank him against other wings in the NBA now?
Probably one of the best all-around wings, I would say. And I think it's pretty easy to forget that there's a reason the Celtics are paying this guy almost $30 million a year. He was one of the top 15 players in the league. He was a borderline franchise player on a top 8 playoff team. And he's just really good, and he's efficient. So when you talk about a team like the Celtics where, you got to share the ball. Tatum needs more shots. Everybody's got to have a little. He's the perfect guy to have because he's happy going 8 for 15.
And here's Giannis. After Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. The wide open look here for Lopez. They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Bledsoe against Brown. Over Bledsoe. And another basket for Boston.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. A baseline J. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Matthews, no one around him. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Now here's Hayward. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Here's Walker. And yes, it's good. Walker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
And finished off by Brown.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Pass to Giannis. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how teams are stacking up. Look at Milwaukee. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's the Celtics, just a couple spots back.
And, you know, for Boston, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And now they've got a new set of goals, and those are all about success in the playoffs. That's where men are made. They've got to have their sights very high at this point when it comes to the postseason.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And, Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes. By the way, what a great stroke. I mean,
I emulate all stretch fours who will guard anybody. Yeah. That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen
set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll guy. Here's Tatum following the basket by Chris Middleton. And the Rejection by Giannis. Matthews against Tatum. This left side, and Giannis throws it down.
Giannis bringing it down using that sensational length to get that finish.
Giannis against Walker. The pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Lopez with the block, and they'll keep possession.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Now, we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it. I mean,
No.
Yeah.
And we have really good numbers and metrics now. And I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
Our name
about
is
it.
attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. They're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. From past the arc. That shot, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. To the left wing. It's stolen by Hill. Pass to Connaughton. Lopez outside. This one for three. Poked loose, but they'll get another chance. Here's Connaughton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Smart deciding where to go with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
For Boston, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
First one falls for him. We'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my number one pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first. Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They're taping back then. We didn't have the ass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated. And you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
And here's the fast break. And slam dunk by Smart.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
Here's DiVincenzo. Still getting one up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 1:27 left in the first quarter of the game. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Boston. They're on a 14-6 run. Right side, Tatum. Williams passes to Wanamaker. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Cannon. over Hill, and it's Boston with another.
Clock winding down. Cantor sees that, has the wherewithal to get off a good shot in time.
Bucks trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Cantor with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Now Smart. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
5 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Pass to Hill. Lopez right side. Here's DiVincenzo. Guarded by Smart. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Smart. Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. You've been producing documentaries going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time like the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an all-star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Milwaukee with the ball. After the basket by Boston. And the pass to Korver. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Korver's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, hey, that's Korver's go-to. As soon as he catches that ball right there, it's going right up. Gotta love that approach.
The kick out to Tatum. It's stolen by Korver. Here's Hill. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Celtics leading by 11. Outside Tatum. Pass to Wanamaker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Hill looking it over. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Hill's got his second bucket tonight. And Bill, of the championships you've watched the Celtics win, do you have a favorite?
I do, actually. 1984, came back against the Lakers in the Kevin McHale clothesline game. Brought them back to the Garden for Game 5. It was so hot, Kareem had to wear the oxygen mask. And then finished them off in Game 7.
Rambis was the recipient of that clothesline,
He was,
wasn't he? Yes.
and he deserved it. It's not like he didn't deserve it. But the Celtics were just tougher that year, and I try to forget that the next year they came back and beat the Celtics.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And some changes here for the Celtics. Hayward finds Walker. Passes it to Poirier. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Walker following the bucket by the Bucks. Hayward outside. Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. To end the drought. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton outside. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 5. The bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Walker dishes to Brown. Hayward outside. Down low. Here's Walker, and it's sent back by Lopez.
That's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
So it's Boston now. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Hayward.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Kicks it to Hayward. Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. On offense, here are the Bucks. Bringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Matthews. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Yachts, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points for the game. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. 3-point lead. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
But I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit unavailable when the game is at critical junctures this time around.
Different look from Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Matthews. Now, here's Tice. His last outing with 20 points. Hayward outside. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's 9 points for Walker.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive, long-distance shooter.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Shot's good by Middleton.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Hayward. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Cans it from downtown.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Bledsoe, and the jam by Bledsoe.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And it goes down 2 points. Walker's got 11 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
To the inside. And the dunk by Giannis.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Now here's Walker. He's got 11. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Bledsoe. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Connaughton, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown. The Bucks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Celtics leading by 4. Walker looking for an opening. Hayward goes in, and Hayward with the stuff.
Attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Now here's Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got 4 points this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And always as enlightening as you're going to find. Bill, thank you so much for your insights. Always appreciate you joining us. I hope you come back.
I don't want to leave. Why do I have to go? Can I just stay here for the
I'm
rest
reading
of the
this
game?
note, and the note says,
No, I
thank
wanna
Bill.
go. I'm not leaving.
Hope he comes back.
I'm staying.
You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Korver's checked in. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Daniel Tice. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. Antetokounmpo up top. Defended by Hayward. Baseline try. And it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks. Stolen by Bledsoe. One-on-one here. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Got to be wary. Eric Bledsoe's around the rim, and he's coming at you.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And the rejection by Giannis. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well as stick you one-on-one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. This guy should be starting, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.